Hello, and welcome to Rifleman's Revenge. Rifleman's Revenge is based off the notable series by Rings of Redemption, in which he went over how the gun performed in-game and in real life. In this series, I will be going over both of those, including a recoil test of each gun covered. Without further ado, let's begin with the show. So, the first episode of Rifleman's Revenge will be the M1221, which is a bullpup Israeli assault rifle. It was featured in Modern Warfare 2 as well. The bullpup design of this gun allows it to have a lot more accuracy over longer ranges. Now, some people may argue that the magazine being in the back of the gun will give you a more awkward feeling, but with the great accuracy that comes with it, it's very arguable that the bullpup design could be one of the best out there. It fires a 5.56 NATO round, which is usually a standard round shot by assault rifles, but the M1221 can also be fitted with a 9mm round, which is a pistol round, which is kind of cool. So the M1221 can be converted into a submachine gun. Pretty cool, right? Well, what happens is that when it gets converted into a submachine gun, it fires that 9mm round I was talking about earlier. So how cool would it be if you're in your house and someone's like breaking in, but you have this assault rifle, and you go like lock yourself in your room, convert it to a submachine gun that shoots a 9mm round? That's pretty goddamn awesome. I mean, 9mm rounds are a lot cheaper as well. So I found that kind of interesting as well. And another thing that I found interesting is that there's lots of different people or countries that do use this gun. A lot of them are third world countries, but some of them include Ethiopia, Colombia, India, Vietnam, which is kind of interesting because there are some Eastern European countries which usually use the AK-74U. So I found that kind of interesting. Now we're going to go into how it performs in-game. So that was some pretty cool history about the M1221, but now we move in how it performs in-game. So first off, let's start with the recoil test. So during this recoil test, you'll see that the grip version of the gun has a more circular pattern, and the no-grip version has a more vertical pattern. So, is the grip really worth it on the M1221? I don't really think so. I personally don't use it, and in this gameplay I'm not using it. So, if you think that recoil is too hard to control, then strap on that grip. But if there's more of a difference, or if the M1221 had extra recoil on the base version, I really see no reason why to use the grip. I suggest maybe the dual mag attachment or the laser sight. The laser sight's a pretty cool one, but in this one I am using the red dot sight, which proves pretty awesome. So, how it performs in game, it's a moderate assault rifle. It has light to moderate recoil. The reload time is not extremely long. The LMGs surprisingly do have a pretty long time. Oh, look at this clutch! Get owned, bitch. But the LMGs do have a long reload time. I know in Modern Warfare 3 they had a pretty short one if you had like a mag one, but it's pretty cool. Do I suggest the M1221? I suggest it for like the beginning levels, but then the Type 25 is quite good. The Scorpion Eva, once you get that unlocked later on, that's one of those high level unlock weapons. I suggest maybe that. This is a lot better than the Type 25 if you don't want to be a scrub. But if you just want to use the best gun, the Type 25 is the way to go. I mean, I'm using the M1221 because it gives me a little bit more of a challenge, and I personally think it's kind of badass. I do not recommend this gun on Nuketown 2025 though. Small maps, I do not recommend this on. It just does not, cope with it. On this map, I barely get away with using it. It works alright, but I was playing some kind of bad people. But if you're playing on Nuketown, strongly advise not using it. So, my final verdict of the M1221 is it's a great refreshment from Modern Warfare 2, but it's an 8 out of 10. Recoil is moderate, reload time is not extremely long, and it just makes a good intermediate weapon. So, hope you guys enjoyed Rifleman's Revenge, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.